In this section of the video, we're going to be showing you how to cook eggs the Saladmaster way. We'll be doing 4 types of eggs: fried eggs, hard cooked eggs, scrambled eggs, and omelettes.
Perfect. We say hard cooked eggs because we're not going to be boiling them. What temperature are we going to cook them at, Victoria?
86 degrees.
86 degrees. We're going to do everything with no oils, no butter and no fat. We will give you an option though if you wanted to. You can in some use a 1-cal spray, and we'll show you both of those options today as we go. The first one we're going to do is the scrambled egg.
The scrambled egg.
Scrambled egg. The process there we're going to do is we're actually going to preheat the cookware. You remember from a previous version that we did that we preheated and we did the water dance, and we'll be doing the same thing. So preheat the cookware and then we'll just do the scrambled egg on there.
That's right.
The next one's a hard-boiled egg, Victoria.
Hard-boiled egg, a hard-cooked egg.
Yeah.
Cooked egg, that's right. What we'll be doing is we're placing a kitchen towel that's pre-soaked, so it's wet, at the bottom of whichever piece that you require, depending on how many eggs you're going to cook. So obviously if you're just going to do eggs for a couple of you, then I suggest the 1 quart. So in a cold skillet, so we'll put the eggs on top of the soaked kitchen towel, put the lid on, and we'll be leaving that. If you want your eggs soft, we'll say about 6 minutes for a soft boiled egg. If you want your eggs hard, then we suggest about 9 to 10 minutes.
Okay. The next one we're going to be doing is an omelette.
Omelette, that's right. Same thing
Preheat.
with an omelette. So we're going to preheat until we get the water dance. And then what we'll do is we'll put the mixture in. You can mix it with maybe a little bit of milk, maybe some seasoning if you like. We'll be mixing that, and then you place that into the skillet. But what we suggest you do is to stir as you go along, as you normally would if you were doing scrambled eggs.
Okay. And the last one is going to be fried egg.
Fried egg, exactly the same.
Exactly the same.
So
the key is preheat the water dance. Once you've preheated, you can do your scrambled, you can do your omelette, and you can do your fried eggs. The only difference to it will be the hard cooked eggs, which we'll do with the tissue.
That's right.
Perfect. So we've preheated the cookware. What have we got in there? We've just got some
just one egg with a little bit of milk.
A little bit of milk. You could use cream if you wanted to, but some people do. We want to keep it a little bit healthy with some semi-skimmed milk. So all we've got to do now is just check that the cookware has been preheated. Just a little bit of ordinary water, and you can see that's perfect. That's preheated.
Oh wow, that's ready.
So that's now ready for doing. You could either do scrambled eggs like this or fried eggs like this. So Victoria.
Alright, so just pour the mixture into the griddle. Turn the temperature down just a little bit. There we go. Thank you, Roger.
Thank you.
And then just start moving using your Saladmaster turner. Just start moving that around.
So you could add in here your chives, your chopped tomatoes, olives. Some people like to put anchovies in there.
That's right.
Really, whatever you want to do. Again, we just want to keep it simple today. You add it into the mixture as you'd normally do your scrambled eggs.
There we go.
How easy is that?
Nice and quick as well.
Perfect.
Wonderful.
Scrambled eggs.
That's a bit.
Victoria, we're now going to do some
Fried egg.
fried eggs. Great. Now, earlier we used the 11-inch square grill.
Yeah.
We're now going to use the 11-inch skillet. Make sure before you do your fried egg to do the water dance to check that it's the right temperature, which we've already done. It's now preheated. So Victoria, do the fried egg.
That's it. So what you do with this is you just turn it down from the medium down to low now. At this
Just
point,
as you add the egg, Victoria?
Just
as you add
before.
The egg. Okay.
Just before.
Perfect.
And then you crack the egg straight in. So that's egg number 1. Egg number 2, and immediately we're going to cover that with the lid, and what you'll find is the moisture that's created will then cook the egg. So you can either have your egg sunny side up, depending on how hard or how soft you like it. I like mine sort of medium.
Do you? I like mine hard.
Leave that for a few minutes.
Okay.
Then you have perfect fried eggs.
So that's it. So we started on a medium heat, did the water dance. So the minute you put the egg in, you turn it down to low. Crack the eggs into the 11-inch skillet or whichever. You can do, by the way, again, if you're just doing an egg for one, you could do the small skillet, you could do any of the pieces of cookware. But once you put the egg in, you just put the lid on. Okay, so we've had that cooking for a few minutes, Victoria.
Couple of minutes, yeah.
Yeah, now you said that you like your eggs sort of medium. Some people like them hard. So just to show you, if they were medium now, I think these are probably ready to come out.
Yeah.
You can just see there, that's going to lift That's going to lift straight off. But what we want to do is we want to do them a little bit firmer, because some people might want them a little bit more hard done. So you just take a little bit of water, pop that, so 2 teaspoons, put that into here.
Yeah.
And that will then
put the lid back on.
Allow the moisture to cook it all the way through, all the way from the bottom through to the top.
That's right.
And then we just leave it on a nice medium-low heat,
Yeah.
and in a couple of minutes we'll take those out. They'll be perfectly done.
That's it.
Perfect. So what we've done, Victoria, we've put the water on, we've left
Yeah.
it now for a couple of minutes. This
Yes.
should now be hard and cooked,
Yeah.
cooked all the way through. Let's
Yeah.
have a look.
There we go.
Oh, perfect. Look
Show
at
you
that. Look at that. So let's just see if it nicely releases from the cookware.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Let me get you a plate, Victoria.
Thank you. It's 2 eggs. So, and this is your
That looks
other
excellent.
one.
That looks
There we
excellent.
go. So what I'm
Nice
going
and
to do
easy.
is take this straight over to the sink. The first thing I do while the skillet is still hot, a little bit of schnapp liquid in, some water, just to soak that. So any residue that is on the bottom of the skillet, you leave that for a couple of minutes, and I promise you that will come away nice and clean. There you go. Right, so the next eggs we're going to do is hard, as you would know it, is hard boiled eggs. But in Saladmaster we don't boil, so it's hard cooked eggs or soft cooked eggs, depending on what you prefer. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take some kitchen towel. I've just folded it into 4. I'm going to go over to the sink, just going to wet this.
Because we're not going to boil them in water, are we?
No.
We're just going to use the moisture, the vapour from the kitchen towel to cook the eggs.
That's right, so I've just squeezed out the excess water. I'm going to take this over to the 1 quart. Just lay that at the bottom of the 1 quart, just like that, nice and easy. Then we're going to put our eggs in. This is really easy.
That's just ordinary kitchen roll, kitchen towel, any type
That's
of
it.
make, doesn't matter.
Start from cold,
Okay.
place the lid on, and then the temperature up.
So again, medium.
Medium, and what we're going to do, as soon as it gets to medium, we hear that clicking, we're going to turn it down to low, we're going to leave it. So we'd leave it for 6 minutes if you want soft cooked eggs, and then if you prefer hard cooked eggs, then we leave it for 9 minutes.
Okay, simple. So time is no difference in time.
No different.
Okay, very good. So put the kitchen towel in. The kitchen towel is really just for the moisture, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Okay, so a little bit of moisture on there. It doesn't have to be dripping wet.
No.
Just enough water on there to create some vacuum or to make the seal work, and start on a medium heat.
That's right.
Simple. Okay.
So what you want it to happen is you want it to start clicking like this for at least 40 to 45 seconds. And then what you do is
You can see it's a nice strong click. That's the
Nice
important
strong
thing.
click.
That's it.
And
That's
then
it. Perfect.
you turn that down to low. Just like that. And then it will seal.
Right, perfect. So when we turn it down to low, remember we talked about it earlier, it's going to create a vacuum, and it's that vacuum that's going to go through the cooking process, and it's going to be exactly the same times. So that's it. So medium, 30-45 seconds, make the valve click, turn it down to low, and it goes into a vacuum.
Fantastic.
Perfect. Right, we've had the eggs cooking now for
6 minutes.
6 minutes, so we should have a soft boiled egg.
We should.
Let's have a look.
Let's have a look.
Let's get a plate.
Okay. Lovely.
It's a knife for you, Victoria.
Lovely. What we're going to do now is we're just going to,
So you can see there, that's going to be nice and it's nice and soft. Depending on if you want them soft, some people want them runny, some people want hard. It does cook a bit quicker, so if you want a bit softer than that, maybe do it for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Let's take the next one
Excellent.
out. Let's take the next one out. We've now cooked them for
9 minutes.
9 minutes. Perfect. So these are going to be nice and hard cooked eggs.
Yeah.
Hard cooked eggs.
Hard cooked egg.
Okay, let's have a look.
Have a look.
Perfect. Look at that. Absolutely perfect, Victoria. Simple as that. Okay, so the last one we do, Victoria, is a omelette. Perfect. So we've just cracked the egg into the bowl. What have you done? A little bit of milk in there
just
again?
put a bit of milk in and just whisk it up.
Again, if you want to do a Spanish style omelette, you can add tomatoes, you can add onions, you can add mushrooms, whatever you want to.
Yeah.
So we've preheated the cookware. I just
Yeah.
put 2-3 sprays of the 1 cal spray in there.
That's right.
That's it.
Put the mixture in. And then, as you'll see, because it's just a 1 egg omelette, it's going to be quite a thin one.
Okay.
Okay, well, obviously if you wanted to have 2, it's up to you, it's your preference, you can have 2 or 3 egg omelette. But what's nice about this is it's going to cook quite quickly because it's thinner. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move the mixture around so it cooks all the way through, like that. There we go. It's just going to be easier to flip it. Okay, so I'll just flip that around a bit. There we are. And what I do is I put the lid on just for maybe a minute or so, just to give it time for it to solidify, and then we can flip it over. Okay, there we go. That's it, just for a couple of minutes. Then you can either flip this over if you want to, or you can just, as you would at home, just normally. Like
That looks great, sorry.
Put the lid on. Just about 30 seconds, not even that really, because you know with egg it cooks. At this point, this is the point where you could put your spinach inside, or maybe your cheese, maybe fill it with tomatoes, then you can fold it, and that's what we call a Spanish omelette.
Perfect.
Okay?
How easy?
Easy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really
Okay,
good.
so
Looks
that's
great.
it.
So you can,
Then
you
all
can
we
fold
do-
that in half.
So you can either fold it in half with the mixture in there, but all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put that out onto the plate and just flip that over. And there's your omelette.